What's going on YouTube? It is Kings and Dreams back with another video. I started the video and I guess apparently it was unlisted, so you should be able to see it now. It's public. Got
Hit that like
Yoso
button,
Tyler. Yes, get those likes up, man. Get those likes up.
subscribe.
And subscribe. Subscribe to my
Kings and
channel.
dreams.
Subscribe to Yoso Kyla's channel. Yes, yes. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, man. Okay, so for the people that did miss it, let's kind of rewind the tape, start back a little bit. So give a brief introduction about yourself if you don't mind.
hmm my name is Kyla. I was raised, I'm from Europe, from the United Kingdom. Currently now living in Dominican Republic, from Europe to the United States to the Caribbean. What else about me? I'm a military brat. I love to travel. I also have a YouTube page that just shows me as a solo YouTube traveler and also my life. And yes, I just like to help people travel and also just show women from a female perspective of how they can travel on their own and also live in another country. So, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
as I was saying before, like when you go on YouTube, a lot of the travelers typically are male.
Mhm.
They're by themselves, and so to kind of hear from a woman's perspective and a solo traveler at that, I think that you have a lot to offer. So I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for that.
Thank
So,
you.
what made you start your YouTube channel? And then also, you said that like when you started it, you kind of were like a little bit stagnant, and for me, I was stagnant as well. Like when I first started my channel, I started my channel July of last year, and I would kind of put videos out maybe like every 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even like a month and a half,
Me
whatever. It was
too.
very very sporadic, right? So
Yes.
yeah,
hmm
so for me, like I really got into it like late December of 2021, and now I've been, consistent throughout, right? And
hmm
so for you, what was kind of like the catalyst that said, okay, I have to take this seriously?
Oh man, people were just, and I'm gonna be honest, I am not the best. I'm not consistent enough. I still have to work on
Hmm.
it. Kings and dreams of being consistent because people
Hmm.
kept saying, like you said, you were being sporadic. That's how I was. It was every now and
Right.
then I was putting a video out this time and that time. And it's like for me, I was like, I want to be doing something exciting and something different that nobody else is doing before I put a video out. That's just how I
Hmm.
was.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so um I got to where I was being consistent for a while, I'm not gonna lie, and then it would kind of just like drop. So,
Right.
because again, I wanted to show people travel, oh, come
Hmm.
here and you could see this, come here and you can do this. But then I
Right.
felt if I'm sitting around and I'm not traveling and I'm not doing anything, then what else can I show? What can I talk about? So
Hmm.
like here and there, I was like, I'll do a late night live, see how everybody's doing, my subscribers, and see whatever conversation comes up, we'll just discuss it. So that's why I say that for me, I not only surrounding my channel just around travel, but just
Hmm.
also like let's have a conversation of something that's happening or something that women want to ask you fellas out there.
Right.
Um, just different subjects,
Right.
different subjects that are bothering people or what people feel about us women, what we're not doing right, because this it's all about life at the end of the day. And there's some things that women don't understand about men, just like there's some things that men don't understand about women. So I think these subjects are very good and also important to talk about so everyone could be like on the same page.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you alluded to that fact. So men so men, most men, we love femininity. So to you, what does femininity mean to you?
To me, what it means is a woman playing her role
Hmm.
in the household,
Okay.
cooking, taking care of her man, taking care of the kids, making sure the house is clean, doing the laundry, just being taking care of home, taking care of home, making sure everything is good at home.
Right.
That's that's how I feel. Just being in a woman's place, doing a woman's job. That's
Okay.
what it means to me.
All right.
Hmm.
For the ladies that's on here, I hope you listening. But fellas, you got to be listening too. Fellas, you got to be listening too. So, so do you think that there's power in that femininity? Do you think like there is power, with a woman being able to hold down the household and being in her feminine and allowing the man to be in his masculine?
Yes, I think that's very important because you guys know like these roles have been played for years. Some people
Mhm.
think today it's old school now that or I'm gonna just speaking from a woman's perspective, not from a
Yeah,
man, but a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of women just feel like it's old school now to play that role with, "Oh, I gotta be home, I can't work, I gotta be home taking care of the house and clean." Like I don't want to do that. I want to be working like a 6 to 5 o'clock shift also. I
Really?
feel like things have changed. Oh yeah. I feel like things have definitely changed from when I was young, what I grew up and what I was used to and the way I was raised.
Hmm. Right,
Definitely, but I do feel, I mean, it's better like for me as a female working too cuz I love to work. I love working, but I also want to be home to take care of my man when he gets home from work, a hard day at work, be like, puppy, like your food is on the table, this is here for you, relax, eat, let's watch a movie, you want a back massage, da da da. I feel like a female should not only just be taking care of the home, but it's important to take care of your man also and make sure that his needs are fulfilled. And like
right,
I'm saying, I'm only speaking from the way I was raised and how I saw my mother treat my father, and
right,
and then my grandmother, how she treated my grandfather also. It's just that's just the way I was raised, and that's how I was told too. Like, Kyla, when you grow up and you get married, you do for your man. You make sure your man don't come home to no nasty house. The kitchen is clean. You have kids that they're clean, they're dressed. You're
right,
not sitting at home if you decide, and a lot of men don't mind their women sitting at home and working from home or whatever. Some men are like, you don't have to work, mommy. You just stay home and take care of the house. But that doesn't
right,
mean a man should come home and see his wife just like laying all across the couch in pajamas, how he left her, and she's just
right.
sitting up and the house is not, because I know people like that too. I've seen it.
Mhm.
And I would just be like, dang, like, how does that guy feel? Like, when I used to sit there and take my son to school, I see like women, and they still do it today. I would see mothers getting out the car and dropping their kids off in pajamas. And maybe
Mm.
it's me, maybe I'm just a certain type of way bougie. I don't consider myself bougie, but I would never leave the house in pajamas. If I'm leaving the house, I'm not looking a mess. But some, and maybe that was just something I would just see usually in the military community, but there are just some people out there, like women, that they just don't care. I guess they get too comfortable in their relationships and feel like they don't have to do anything. And sometimes that can happen too. Women get too comfortable and they're like, oh, in the beginning, they were doing everything in the house and doing for their man. But then they got comfortable and like, I'm not doing nothing. Like, he ain't gonna leave me. Like, we good. We've been married 10 years. Like, I could sit here and look a mess. And it's just like, no, 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 no. Like, don't get too comfortable. He will leave you.
Yes, yes, exactly. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that the last live stream was private because now, like, you
You
kind of
see
know
it? You
where
see
I'm
it?
getting at. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, I am
so
too.
yeah, so and the thing is that like right, like you said that pajamas and things like that. Trust me, chat. I'm gonna get to your comments tonight. I know on Monday night I didn't get a chance to get to everybody's comments because man, the conversation. I mean, man, it was a lot going on Monday.
Yeah.
I had three
I
different
missed
people,
it.
so I only have one person, so I will get to the comments. But so let me
Okay.
ask you this. So let me ask you this. Like, now the pajamas and things of that sort. Like, and you said that women get comfortable. Why why is it, at least from your perspective and from what you understand, why does it seem like women just like once they get the man feel like they don't need to compete for the man anymore?
Well, I
Now,
mean,
again, I'm talking about men of quality. I'm not talking about like a dude that's just, like ratchet and, like not
no,
particularly cool.
I've never been around. Let me let everybody. I've been around in the military community
Hmm.
since I moved to, or after I moved to Dominican Republic. I've never been in the civilian way of life until now.
Okay.
So these things I'm seeing, it's like in the military community, and it's
Hmm.
changed so much from when I was young and born into the military. Like from what
Hmm.
I've seen, you just never saw mothers coming to into the school to, whether to
Hmm.
pick up their kids from a doctor's appointment or to drop them off, and these women are wearing freaking pajamas,
Hmm.
bonnets, like just a hot mess. And I'm just like, how embarrassing. I mean, I'm embarrassed for these people, but I I still don't understand it because I would never. I don't care if I'm sick on my sickest day. If I have to go
Hmm.
drop off my child, Kyla doesn't leave the house with I arm my clothes before I leave the house. Like I said,
Hmm.
makeup, even though people are like, why you gotta put on makeup just to go run to the store? Just that's me. My mother
Right.
did it. My
Right.
mother, if she even went to the mailbox, which was down the street, just to walk to the mailbox, my mother will put on a dress and high heels and makeup and just to go walk to the mailbox. I was
Right.
taught you always have pride in yourself. You do not leave the house looking a hot mess. And I never have. Nobody could tell you that. Just in being a woman, just like in a relationship for years, I've never got comfortable to where I'm like, oh, he loves me for me. Yeah, you love your spouse or you love your man, your girlfriend, whatever he or
Hmm.
she is. But try and be the same way. The, however the man met you, try
Hmm.
and keep it together like that.
Oof.
Don't let yourself go. I never have. Maybe one day I'll do a live, and you guys probably be thinking like, Kyla, that's weird as ever. I'm cool with my exes. I'll bring them on a live, and we could all sit here and have a discussion. And I'll ask. You can ask them whatever. Have I ever let myself go? Did I ever walk out the house and just be looking anyway like I don't care? I care. I care about myself. That is just the way I'm raised. And I have friends who just, people I know who just like let their self go. And they're like, my man would never leave me. I don't care if I've gained 200 pounds. He's never going to leave me. And then a year or two later, girl, I'm divorced. Like, what happened? I don't know. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I
See.
think I know.
Yeah. See. Yeah. And it also depends on also depends on the quality of man, because like I was watching this interview. I was watching this interview right before we had got on live, and it was with Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm paraphrasing, what he said, but basically what he had said was that he said that he did not want his daughters to date with to date a man that like a lot of women want, because those men have options, and if
Hmm.
they have options, they will utilize those options. Life with Haiti and Marie. I got something for you for tomorrow. Oh, we gonna get spicy tomorrow. But yeah, but like the thing about it is that like what you just said, right? Like how a woman could say, oh, I could blow up to 200 pounds or whatever the case is, and I got my man, and he not gonna leave me, and we doing everything, physically, and the bedroom is all good. It may be all good, but he may see something better. And the thing is that with
Let me
men,
keep going because I have that happened to a friend of mine.
right?
It's
And
crazy.
so the thing is that like and so the thing is that like men like men we may see something better, and also how we look at like relations with our woman. We can have relations with other women and not think twice about it.
Mm.
Like, okay, right? You have Susie down the street. Susie, Susie may have like, nice body, whatever the case is. Susie may not be Kyla. Kyla taking care of the laundry, Kyla taking care of the kids, but Kyla done, blew up to about 300 pounds. But Susie like 120, boom, boom. Oh, it's up and it's stuck. That's a New York phrase for you guys who don't know. But basically, what that means is that things will physically happen with down the lady down the street. But
Mm,
I digress. But to be in all seriousness, that's great that you as a woman that you have that self awareness to know like you have to compete for your man because um you know I'm gonna I'm gonna assume here that like the men that the men that you want, like they have to also compete for you. May not be in the same way as you're competing for them, but they have to
mhm,
compete for you as well,
mhm.
right?
Yeah, just like a female needs to take care of herself and her home and all of that, like a man needs to do the same thing,
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, it goes both ways, but
Right.
more so for a female, us as women, it just shows and tells a lot about you when you're not taking care of yourself as a female.
Right.
Um,
I
it
agree.
I've seen some crazy things in life and I've seen some nastiness, and I'm just like, how will you ever have a man? Like, you sit here and complain that you're single, but look the way you live.
Right.
Like, how would you bring a man into this house? And I'm sorry, maybe some men don't care about that. They just care about getting it in and going, depending on the situation. Some men, oh, I don't care. I'm not looking at her house. Like, I'm looking at what I could get from her, or getting
Yeah.
it in and going. So, but it just depends on the situation. But that doesn't mean that men don't see it. Like, a man is not going to see it and see the way a female lives and the way she takes care of her. But I think that tells a lot about a person,
Right. No, no,
you know.
absolutely. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So men and women, as I was stating earlier, like we look at relations differently, right? So let's just say Susie down the street, her house is a pigsty, but her body crazy. Like there's gonna be dudes that are gonna have relations with Susie, but are they gonna be in a relationship with Susie?
Mm,
Relations and relationships. There's a difference, right? So
okay.
that's why I say men and women, like we look at relations differently. Now, like if Paul's house is a pigsty, like you know Kyla's not going to be giving Paul none. She's going to be like, no,
Sure
like
ain't.
right, right, right. You get what I mean?
And I
So
don't care
it's
how good Paul looks, and if he's a nice guy, I don't care.
right.
Like, ew.
Right, exactly. Right. But what I'm saying is that, on the flip side, there's gonna be guys that, they're gonna take care of their business, but they're gonna go about their business. You get what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
a difference. So now let me ask you. So what are some of the differences that you've observed? Because I know that you have mentioned that you lived in London, you also lived in Italy and Germany, and then you kind of had a stint in the United States. So not just the United States, but like a westernized culture, if you will.
Hmm.
What are some of the things that you have observed? Excuse me. What are some of the things that you've observed as a like for traditional like culture as opposed to the westernized culture?
Mm. I've learned when I moved to the United States that a lot of women are definitely independent.
Hmm.
There's not too much of the man role played and the woman role played. It's the female wanting to wear the man's pants in the house too, whether they
Right.
have a man there or not. I
Right.
mean, let's just say having the man there too. It's like
Hmm.
they want to do everything.
Right.
It's like, I'm independent. It's like, you're not independent because you got your man's here. It's like, no,
Hmm.
I'm independent. I'm doing it all, which would cause tension and problems in the relationship because the man is sitting there feeling like, I should be doing this, I'm doing that, but she wants to do everything. So
Right.
it would become an issue, it would become an argument.
Right.
So I noticed that, like, oh, a lot of
Yep.
women are very independent
Right.
stateside, very, very independent. So that was something new for me to see from what I've seen overseas, because in all of those countries, Italy, England, Germany. It's like, women play their role.
Right.
Hmm.
And what I, what I've noticed, and what I've noticed is that I believe, this is one of the reasons why men travel is because you have you have these women, and I'm not saying just the sisters. So just want to be clear, but the westernized culture, um the ladies want to wear the pants, and they want like like they want like they typically go for what we call in the men centric sphere beta males, but they really don't want to be with a beta male. They really want to be with the alpha. But what ends up happening is that they end up having children with the beta males, and then they come for the alpha, but the alpha is not going to take them because, like, and again, I'm not saying that alpha won't date a woman that has children, but what I'm saying is like it's difference when you are 25 and then when you are 45.
Hmm.
The alpha is not going for that 45. Not to say that, like, and if he's, and if he's 45 and she's 45, like, and he's on his game, why can't he get someone that's like maybe 28, 29 in that realm, and who doesn't have any children? So what I'm basically getting at is that, like, for the power struggle, she's going for the beta male, and then she wants to come for the alpha male afterwards. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. So
Hmm.
that's what I've noticed in the in the westernized culture, not just in the United States, but I also have friends and family in the United Kingdom, and I've noticed that that's happening over there as well.
Mm. Yeah, it's starting to be like I said, I feel like things have just changed worldwide now. It's not
Right.
like it used to be. But like I
Right.
said, I didn't start seeing it until I had moved stateside.
Right.
Um, it was just like completely different. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. The
Right.
divorce rate very high, not just
Yeah.
in civilian life, but definitely in the military community.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, definitely in the military community. Wow, so many divorces, and again, just and maybe it's also because of things that have happened in relationships. I know so many people that have been cheated on, to where they just what different scenarios, different situations that have happened in a relationship where a woman just feels like, screw it. Like, I'm not gonna have a man come back into my life again and hurt me, so I'd rather just do everything myself.
Right.
And I think from what I've seen, women that are like that is they just prefer to do everything by themselves, and especially when they've been single for so long and doing things for themselves, and then a man tries to do for them, it's like, no,
Right.
like, no, I can't let you do that, or I don't want you to do that because I've been single for this long and doing it. But it's like sometimes you got to put that to the past. You can't bring the past into your present. Like, start over again, start fresh if you can. I know that's easy for me to say. I've never been cheated on, I've never had that situation, but I have friends that are close to me who've been hurt and have had that happen, and it's
Yeah.
like they can't
Right.
they can't have a man come back into their life and to play that role, to do that. They rather do things by themselves. So I think it's just a lot of bitterness, a lot of hurt from women to when it comes to that, when they want to wear the pants in the house also.
Yeah.
For some, for a majority, I'm talking about from what I experienced being around, because I've asked that question too, because I never understood it. I didn't
Right.
understand it. I was just like, why are you doing that? Why,
Right.
Um, but like I said, I think men and women could play their role and be together and work as a team and do things together. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, I'm the woman, so I have to cook every night. If he wants to cook, let him cook too. If he wants to do the laundry, let him do the laundry too. If you want to have a girls like weekend or something away and he wants to stay home with the kids and take like there, why can't he do that? Women do it all the time.
Oh, no girls trip. No girls trip.
Say what?
No girls trip.
Say
No,
what?
no girls
Excuse,
trip.
hold on, espérate. Because I would, if my
Uh-oh,
man
we
was
about to
like,
get
if
spicy.
look, if my man was like, babe, I would like to take a man's trip for the weekend. I'm leaving Friday night. I'll be home Saturday, Monday morning, Saturday. Peace. Go
Okay.
have fun.
Right.
Like I have no like you working hard, you've been paying the bills, doing everything. You enjoy to go have your freedom, go have fun with your boys in Las Vegas, wherever you want to go. Have
Mhm.
fun. Let me know when you get there. Let me know when you're coming back. I get to have my space and sit back with my homegirls at the house or whatever too. It's just it shouldn't be no pit for pat or no argument.
No,
Go have
I'm
fun
saying, yeah, yeah.
and
You said a guy's trip though, not to cut you off, but you said a guy's trip. I
it
said
goes
no
both
girls
ways.
trip.
No, it goes both ways. He could have his weekend with his boys. I get to go have my weekend with my girls too.
Hmm. Yeah,
Why
right.
not?
That may have to be a conversation.
I don't get that. I'm confused why you're saying no girls
Why?
trip.
Because
Girl,
I've
I need my space too.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So let me
Okay, let
clarify.
me hear your point. Okay.
Let me clarify. Let me
Listen,
clarify. Let me clarify.
okay.
She done took the host role from me, but it's all good. So okay, right. So the thing, no, it's all good. So the thing about it is, right. So for girls trips, from what I've seen and what I've experienced, like with girls trips, it's kind of like they get a little they get a little spicy. They get a little spicy. I was just in DR in July, and I was around a lot of ladies who was on some girls trips, and they were getting spicy.
We're
I'm saying,
spicy with other people or just
oh, spicy with other people. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm trying not to mess with the
oh,
algorithm.
sorry.
You know, I'm trying not to mess with the algorithm. Yeah.
Mm,
Shout out to Big Boss, but I'm not at 1,000 yet. Because if I was at Big Boss level, then I would say what I really want to say. But you can read into it. But yeah,
spicy. I like that.
so yeah, so I mean, again, like it all depends on who you are in that relationship and marriage with, right? But like for me, as in like advising the fellas, I would rule against it. But again,
Whoa.
there's outliers though. There's
L-
outliers. I would rule against it.
Um, you can't let what you have seen when you've been on a trip and you see the way females act, those females that you saw, you can't sit there and put that in your mind saying, so when my girl goes on a girl's trip, she's gonna be doing this. Because that's not true. Just because
Fair.
you saw those group of women acting a fool, whatever they were doing, dropping it, download twerking, whatever they were doing,
Mhm.
that doesn't mean you're like you should know your wife, your girlfriend very well to know that she wouldn't do those things.
Right. So
Um,
okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying you not everybody's the same. So I disagree with you on that.
That's okay. We can agree to disagree. And again, right? So like I said that there's outliers. So there's always outliers. Now, right,
Okay.
Kyla. You know Kyla is not gonna be dropping it like it's hot, right? But Adam may say, you know what? Um my wife Cynthia wants to go on a girls trip, and you know, Cynthia may be on Snapchat, you know, next thing you know, like dropping it like it's hot. She not gonna put that on Instagram or Facebook, but she on Snapchat. She on Snapchat.
I don't care. I'll post it. But I won't be dropping it like it's hot on anybody else. But if I was on the dance
Right,
floor dancing, I'm be dancing with myself and doing whatever. But there ain't gonna
right.
be no guy behind me or in front of me. I think that's a complete difference. Because
Okay,
I
fair
could have
enough.
fun by myself. I don't like men dancing on me anyway. Like, ew. You know what that leads to and what they want. So I'm like, oh, back up, buddy. Don't come. But me and my girlfriends, if we're sitting there dancing on each other, because that's how me and my friends are, we dance with
Right.
each other, we dance on each other. It's a
Yep.
guy's trip. We ain't around our man. We dance with each other. We don't need no one else dancing with us.
Right.
So I think that's completely different.
So so you have to kind of take yourself out of it because you are a world traveler. So I'm talking about the kind of
Oh,
average everyday lady. So I'm yeah,
okay.
so yeah, so I wasn't saying that you, Kyla, would be doing that. I was saying like the average everyday lady, would be doing that. But let me get to some of these comments.
Okay.
All right, you're public now. Yes, man, definitely shout out to you, bro. I appreciate that. Zay the Smooth, what's good? What's good, man? My bro, Global Paper, Brazil or die. Models and bottles for life. You know it, man. Philly Dom, you came back, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Philly, man. He's in San Salvador, and I actually was gonna really go to I was gonna go to Brazil in August, but man, he has me looking at El Salvador, like to really go there because like a lot of YouTubers, and don't get me wrong, like I definitely want to go to Brazil. I haven't been to Brazil yet, but
I haven't either.
yeah, but I'm
Hmm.
but I'm thinking San Salvador, man. I'm thinking San Salvador. Like everybody's going right. I think I might flip it and go left. So that's definitely something on my mind. Investments or die. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Global. I'm actually gonna be doing a finance panel, and I want to bring you on here, man. I want to bring you on here because I see you pop up everywhere. Yeah, it's time for you to show your face, bro. What's going on, family? Shout out to you, man. Hit that like button. Yes, hit that
Yes.
like button. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Charles Explorer, what's going on, Charles Explorers? Love and freedom. Salute, my guy. Absolutely, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. What's that? DMR. Shout out to you, man. I just saw that you subscribed to my channel, man. So salute to you, man. I appreciate you, bro. The topic is the power in femininity. That's what we're talking about, brother. All right. I've been married with my wife for 26 years and it's been 50-50. Man, 26 years. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, man.
Long
Yeah, that's
time.
that's that's good, man. God bless you, man.
Hmm.
Big boss. Fulfill needs. And he put a heart emoji. Yep, yep, yep,
Yes,
yep, yep.
I agree.
Don't get me in trouble, big boss. But yes, we know what that means.
Fulfill them needs.
Oh my goodness, Keith
All the
Jenkins,
needs
man,
need to
my
be filled.
guy, what's going on? Yes, I heard you. Salute, brother. Absolutely, man. The pajamas and bonnet. Oh man, not the bonnets.
Hot
The
mess.
bonnets. Not the bonnets. Anybody that listen to KS, yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Stay happy and enjoy one another. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man.
Hmm.
You got that old school thing going on, man. Kayla found her voice bringing the fire. Yeah. I mean, Kayla was gonna bring the fire regardless, but we started off a little shaky, but we was only 30 minutes in, so we was able to get it back. Femininity, fit, friendly, and agreeable.
Mm. Okay.
Woo! He talking, he spitting, man.
Yeah.
Man, support the channel. Definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel, Kings and Dreams. Hit the notification bell. Yes,
Yes.
man. Yes, yes, yes. Appreciate you. Felicia Jordan holding it down. Drees, Jedi Drees, what's going on? And women won't use their options first. Man, see this.
Hmm. Excuse me, Drees. Drees.
This- yes. Okay. We go. Let me go through the comments, but yes.
Where's my Patron? Excuse me.
Uh
Keep going through the. I need a
oh.
drink.
This what we doing? Uh oh. Please like, share, subscribe. Yes, hit that notification bell, man. Hit that notification bell, man. I did an amazing live on Monday. Ah, there you go. I did an amazing live on Monday. Shout out to Andre Love Crossing Borders. Um, Definitely shout out to my brother TMD. Shout out to Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack. You know, it was that was epic, man. So definitely tune into that. And I'm gonna be breaking it down because it was a 3 hour live stream. So I'm gonna be breaking down some of those videos. But yeah, that was amazing. K Mac, yeah, man, what's going on, brother? Oh, Rich's method. Yes, yes, salute, 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 man. Yeah, we back up and running now. I guess my wife is spoiled. I mean, yeah, you've been married 26 years,
There's
bro.
nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that.
yeah, definitely spoil your wife. Definitely spoil your wife, man. 26 years, man. She's holding you down, hold her down, man.
Mm-hmm.
LJ, yo, man, salute, man. Salute. Thank you for popping in, man. I appreciate you, bro. I haven't seen you in a while, you know. I know everybody be busy though. I do all the cooking, cleaning, repairs, shopping, and let her help.
Mm.
Hey man, as long as you got that crimson capsule in you, you know what I'm talking about. Because I don't, you guys know what I'm talking about. Is it the beta male's fault when they're raised primarily by the female? Yes, it is. So let me explain, right? So, my father died when I was young, and I was raised by my mother, and I was raised up as a beta male, and it took me to, you know, it took me to be around men who were in their alpha mind frame to get me to become into my alpha mind frame. So when we become adults, whether they're men or women, we have to be accountable for our actions. So I would say yes, it is the male's fault or a woman's fault.
Hmm.
Felicia, why are you apologizing for? I love doing that for us. I meet my wife. Wait. Oh, I think he meant met. I
Mm-hmm.
met my wife during my time of service in the Marine Corps, and she hasn't changed up on me. Salute to you, man, and thank you for your service, man. Thank you for your service. Oh man, things getting spicy in this live stream. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. All good. All good. We having fun tonight, man. Yeah, yeah. Yo, sorry, no trips for you. Oh,
Absolutely not.
uh, yeah, me and Kyler gonna talk about this one.
Oh, literally, I had to talk him into letting me go. I'm gonna have the camera on me the whole time. Like, look, I'm not acting a fool. Sitting here having drinks. I'm being
Mhm.
good. I'm on my best behavior always.
Me personally, and I got you. Shout out to Zeta Smooth. Me personally, I'm never getting married. I feel like marriage is a trap, and marriage basically has you sign contract to the government. I think he means I also believe marriage is man-made, and I don't believe God created marriage.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a lot to impact here.
Ooh, that is.
That's a lot to impact here.
I
So
disagree.
I know with the men centric content that there are some men who don't believe in marriage. I do believe in the sanctity of marriage. One of the reasons why I believe in the sanctity of marriage is for legacy. Us, especially when I say us, I'm talking about the black community now. Us, we need to we need to kind of you know keep building our community, and in order for us to keep building our community the right way, we need marriage. Yes, we're having kids, but the single parent home, I'm not okay with. I am a single
Absolutely.
father, but the next time I do have a child, it will be with my wife.
Yep, it will.
But salute to you, man. You know, he's a young bull and he always supports, man. So salute to you. Oh man, zoom to Thailand, my guy. Shout out to Kings and Dreams, Yoso Kyla, Felicia Jordan, Philly Dom, and the rest in the chat. Good morning. That's right, man. It's
Buenos
Thursday.
dias.
It's Thursday morning over there, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and it was Richie Mac's birthday. It was Richie Mac's birthday. That when we did that live stream, man, that was cool.
Mm.
Yes, and also Big Boss. Big Boss is the guy, man. Uh, I don't want no kids taking care of kids. Too much responsibility,
Oh,
and why is there so much pressure to have kids? But the human population is big enough as it is like 8 billion people around the world. I mean, to each his own.
yeah.
I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. It's not an opinion that I share, but it's salute to you though, man. Haha, Charles. Noodle hook up for breakfast. Yeah, man. Where are those grits, man? Where are those grits? Just tell us what women really want and need from us as men. Okay. All right, let's get back into it. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it right there. Okay. All right, HD coming in spicy.
Hi, HD.
This is my guy too, man.
He's
But
a
yeah.
good, yeah. HD chilling is a good guy. Um, so you want me to tell you what real women really want and need from us as men? What we need from you as men is just to where can I start? Wow, that's such a good question. Is
Hmm.
is to be there for us, um 100%. If you hold down your woman, then we're gonna hold down our man. And that's period point blank
Hmm.
through anything. It's just the love, the trust, the support, the respect. I feel like those are very important qualities if you want it to work. If you don't want that, then don't be in a relationship. Be free. Be with different women, or the women be with different men if that's what you choose to do. But if you are looking to be in a relationship and have that status to be with that woman and only that woman only, then yeah, it's about those things. And it goes both ways. I'm not going to say, well, the man needs to be doing this, and that, and that. The woman needs to fulfill her roles in that relationship also, period, point blank, and not just be sitting back thinking the man should, like, oh, I shouldn't have to tell him to do this, because I used to be one of those females too. Oh, I shouldn't have to tell him what to do, he should already know. But we as women, we know men have to be told what they need to do. Sorry, it's just men.
Okay.
Men, I guess, seem to forget or not know. It's like I know a lot of the females, we sit back and we get pissed, and then we give the man a silent treatment, because it's like, well, he should have known how to do that. He should have known. I shouldn't
Hmm.
have to tell him. But like, the older I got, I'm like, that's not true. And just to hear from other people, you do have to tell your man. You have to communicate,
Right.
because then
Yep.
that just causes problems and arguments, and it's, not seeing eye to eye. If, like I said, I've been in that situation where I just sit back and I'm like, like, he should know. What's the matter, babe? You should already know. Like, I
Right.
shouldn't have to tell you, but no, maybe he really doesn't know. It's so much going on,
Yep.
work, whatever, things, life.
Absolutely.
So just
Yeah.
communicate, and then if he's not responding, or if he's not doing what you're communicating, if you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, then I can understand. Okay, if it's not going to
Right.
work, or if you choose to move on. But
Right.
communication, respect. Make sure you putting down in that bedroom. I'm just saying, make sure you
Yes.
fulfilling those needs on both ends. If there's something that he likes, he needs to communicate with his woman. Like, babe, I like this. I want this when I come home. I want this. How many times a week? Whatever. Because I'm sorry. Some people say sex is not important, but I think sex is important in a relationship. I was raised.
Absolutely.
I was raised when my mama told me, if the sex ain't good, the relationship is not gonna last, because he's going
Yep.
to be out looking elsewhere, and she will be out looking elsewhere too. So
Right.
men and women, you need to be putting it down in the bedroom. I don't care what it is. You let your man, and the man needs to let the female know what you want behind the scenes in that bedroom, and do everything he wants. And you need to do everything she wants too.
Wow.
If it's to
Yeah.
be handcuffed, beat, uh, candle wax poured on the body, strangled, whatever you like. There shouldn't be no question like, babe, why do you want? Why do you? Why do I got to do this? No, just do it.
Yep. Absolutely.
There you
And
go.
I think, you know, well, I think that one of the reasons why like a lot of relationships fail is because that's not communicated in the beginning. Not only that, but like if a woman is seeking a serious relationship, right?
Hmm.
Shout out to you, HD. But if a woman is seeking a serious relationship, like she doesn't let like she needs to let her intent be known. Like for an example, right? You go out on a date with a guy and you want to be married. And I'm not just saying just like you, but any woman, right?
Yeah.
Woman wants to be married, she wants to have kids, right? Like the first date, like she needs to date with that intention and saying, like I'm not looking to have fun, I'm not looking to have a fling, like I'm looking to have a husband, I'm looking to have children, and
Yeah.
let that be known. And if that guy is like, well, that's not what I'm looking for, then also like the woman has to understand and respect where that guy is coming from. I'm not
Absolutely.
I'm, and I'm not saying that on all ladies, but there are some ladies they think that they can try to change that
Um,
man's mind, and you cannot change that man's mind.
no, I disagree with that. You can't change a man. If that's what he's saying, that I don't want to get married, or no, I'm not looking to have any kids, then the woman needs to respect that. She needs to respect that and decide what she wants to do. If like she really wants to build a family with someone, then if he's not the one for her, then she has other options. She could go out and go find her someone who wants to have that, because that could be difficult. And I've
Mhm.
seen, again, people that are in situations and think, oh, maybe a year, 2 or 3 years from now, he'll change his mind. And that man's sitting there saying, like, damn, didn't I tell you in the beginning that I didn't want no kids, that I'm not
Right,
putting a ring on your finger? And
right,
it's like the person, or the, whether it's male or female, are just staying in that relationship hoping that he will change, hoping that you
right.
know um and sometimes people do change. It can happen. Sometimes people can change and be like, you know what, that was
Yeah, that's true.
before. So not saying that that person will never change their mind, or it could happen, but you're taking a chance if that person is really putting their foot down saying that's not what they want.
Right. So did you say that you agreed or disagreed?
I agreed with you when you were saying you
Oh, you
can't
agreed.
change a
Okay, okay.
person. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because okay,
Sorry, I don't know if I said disagree or not, but no,
yeah,
it's
because
true. Like, you can't
okay,
change a person.
okay, yeah, because I
Yeah.
was listening intently, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the disagreement, but I'm like, you agreed.
Yeah. No, 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 I
No, it's
do.
all good. No, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that like that this is okay. So with women have to women have to preserve their beauty, men have to preserve their capability to be able to protect and provide. So there's differences in men and women in the relationship because men are visual, right? So like, protect your beauty. One of the things that I like what you said, like you were saying, like, like you could have one of your exes on the show or whatever and say like, oh, did I let myself go? They're gonna say no, right? Because
Mhm.
you made sure that you competed for him, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Mhm.
And so as men, how we compete for our woman is still being able to protect and provide. Like if we come into the relationship protecting and providing, and then like we fall off and we're not protecting and providing anymore, she has that right to leave.
Very true.
Oh, I'm gonna clip that, right? But
Excuse me?
No, but so let me ask you a question. So what advice would you give from a woman's perspective for a man who is seeking a feminine woman?
Hmm. Wow. What advice would I give to a man who is seeking a feminine woman?
Yes.
Um, Hopefully it won't be too hard to find a feminine woman out here these days because things have changed, and that's why I had to be silent for a minute because there's so many women that don't play that role uh, anymore. I mean, I would just say like go out there and really get to know. I mean, I where I am, I see a lot of women playing that role because of the culture. You know, a lot of people's cultures, they're raised that way to play that role, and it just
Hmm.
continues and it continues. I'm saying like more in the Latin countries, also in Asia too.
Hmm.
But it's go out there, go experience other places. Not saying that there's no women in the United States who still play that role. That I disagree because there are some, but then I mean the United States is just so different, so many different cultures, so it's just different. You have to put yourself out there and go explore. That's the only thing I can say. Explore. If you choose to go to other countries and meet people, I don't see anything wrong with that. To go to other countries and see if I mean, do your research too. Like I said, a lot of Latin countries, the women play that role. They're the ones who
Hmm.
are in the house, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, doing everything for their men, while the
Right.
men are out there working. They come home to a meal. Me coming from a Latin background, a Cuban background, that's how I was taught to treat to growing up. My mom was like, "You come in this kitchen, I'm gonna teach you how to cook. I'm gonna teach you how to do the laundry." Like that's how I was brought up, and
Right.
that's what I saw in my household. So yeah, I carry that on into my life, and have my kids and teach them the same way. So that's just the way it is in my household and in my culture. So
Right.
yeah, there are women that are out there for you fellas who are looking for that. You just have to like spread out.
Okay. I mean,
I mean,
so
I think I answered that correctly.
well, I
Um,
mean, there's no right or wrong answer, right? I mean,
mhm.
what I will say, from the men's perspective, because I'm
Check these females' backgrounds too, because it does have a lot to do
Mhm.
with how people were raised.
Yes.
Some people were raised in broken households, and it's like they carry that with them into their
Mhm.
relationships. It just depends. Like people, I mean, I mean, my mother used to always say that check those backgrounds, check and see how his mother raised him, how his father, like what type of household do this man come
Right.
from? Because that
Right.
has a lot to do with how your household will be when you're bringing somebody like that into your life. I'm sorry, it's true.
No,
Not
I
saying that
completely
people
agree.
could change, but some people, there's some men who have seen their mother with different women. Like my
Right.
mom had a boyfriend 1 month, and then 2 months later she had another man, and then 3 months later she had another man that only lasted. That could affect, and I'm just saying I've seen that in my family too. Like I'm not gonna put anything out there, but I've seen that in my family too, and it's really had an effect because then that person thought, oh, this is the way I treat women because I saw my mom bringing different men in the house all the time, and it's about 9 of us in our house, and we all got different fathers. So then he grows up thinking, oh, so I can go have different women because my
Right.
mother always had different men. I've seen it. I've seen it happen, and that's why I'm saying you really have to do your research. Don't be trying to jump in these relationships fast. Do
Right.
your research, see what this person is all about. Even if this person seems nice and friendly, and everything like that. Not saying that this person is not nice and friendly, but how people are raised has an effect on a relationship also. I don't care who disagrees, it does. That's just like me. Like I said, the way I was brought up is to take care of the house,
Mhm.
and that's what I bring into whatever relationship I go into. That's all I know.
Right.
I don't know no other way. I don't know how to be sloppy. I don't know how to not cook, or I don't know that, how to just sit around not doing anything. I'm always keeping myself busy. And the
Mhm.
most importantly, take care of your man, take care of your woman.
Mhm.
You'll have less stress and less drama if you just do what your man or woman wants and you communicate. Communication is key. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed. One of the things that you mentioned, and shout out to you, Dre. I sent you the link because I'm I'm actually going to call you out here in a good way, obviously, because you're my bro. But one of the things that Andre had said was that when when he and Andrea were dating, about to get married, he looked into her background and saw how her family dynamic was and how that was going. And that is lost in a lot of relationships, going into marriage, or if you just want to, have a long-term girlfriend, or whatever it is that people aspire to do. But I'm more for the, team marriage. But like, oh, excuse me, in that aspect, right? Like when he said that, it brought so much clarity, because you have to really look at people's background. Where do they come from? How you mentioned, Kyla, people could have broken homes, and they can take that, maybe some cynicism with them, and they may not have gone to therapy and really work that out, right? Like,
Yes,
yeah, like,
exactly.
my father passed away, when I was young, and I was raised by my mom, and my mom had to, be the man and a woman. And and again, I had some beta male traits. I had to go, I met like-minded men, but I had to go to therapy to get myself right, you know
Mhm.
and like, the thing is, like, you we have to really do these background checks, and make sure that these people that you want to be in these long-term relationships are right for you. Yeah, that person looks good, the relations are good, but are they mind good?
Mhm. And especially when you're bringing kids in the picture. Because don't forget, a lot
Absolutely.
of people don't understand that anybody can make a baby,
Hmm.
but are both of the parents going to be in this child's life to raise this child? Because, like we were talking about, you see so many broken homes, so many single families, so many single parent homes these days. And a lot
Hmm.
of these things affect the kids, especially if the parents aren't getting along and
Right.
trying to raise these kids together. Not saying they have to be married, because but just both of the parents being in this child's life. But it does affect kids, and I'm grateful. Thank God, I'm blessed that I was raised with both of my parents.
Hmm.
Um, Shout out to my parents. Their anniversary, which is this past weekend on
Oh, okay,
Saturday.
okay, okay.
Yeah, their 46th
Nice.
anniversary, year anniversary,
36.
46.
Oh, 46. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. So, I mean, my parents, they've had their ups and downs like every relationship does.
Of
But
course.
it's like I learned so much for them. I learned
Right.
like nothing's going to be perfect, and I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I had my mommy and my poppy to raise me to be the
Mhm.
person that I am today.
Right.
And like I said, but you do have to check those backgrounds, but not saying if you check a background and you're like, "Oh, well she wasn't raised without a father, or she was, only raised in a one parent home, I can't." No. No, it's just like you said, just making sure that things are right, and
Right.
whatever issues that they had growing up or in their household, like you said, like that they got the help for that. That way they
Right.
could be better than what they saw growing up.
Right. Absolutely. I mean,
Hmm.
the thing about it is that not everybody is going to, come from a
A
picture.
great house.
Yeah, exactly. You
Home.
got it right.
Mhm.
So everyone's not going to come from that background, but it's about what is it that they took to do with it. Shout out to Dre. Dre and I spoke about this before. He and I both went to therapy, and it's definitely well worth it. It's definitely well
Mhm.
worth it. Like I've learned to control my emotions, and because like I used to be a real hothead. And don't get me wrong, like sometimes somebody will say something smart. Well, usually guys, not women, but a guy would say something smart, and I'm like, what? Like, you know, and but like now I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let me check myself. But
Mhm.
years ago, like I would be ready to fight and ready to risk it all. And it's
Oh,
like,
I know, me too.
yeah, and it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
Can't do that.
yeah.
Like as men, we have to remain in our frame, and and be able to absorb the BS, if you will, and keep it pushing, keep it moving.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Absolutely. Let me see here. Zay said something. I agree with Kyla. You do have to check the person you are with, their background, and see what their family background, where they come from. Yes, agreed, brother. Agreed, man.
Mhm.
Agreed. Agreed. Let's see. Uh, let me go here. Where's Chuck, my man? What's going on, brother? Thank you for the support last night. My live stream with Uncle Alex was inspired by the insight and leadership of K Mac and Loving Freedom. Keith Jenkins, thank you. Yeah, man. Sorry I missed the live stream, man. Listen, I'm not. Listen, man. I went to bed. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night. I was done. So I'm working on a big project for my company. So on like after the live stream with Dre and them, I went right to work for a couple of hours. Then woke right back up at 6 a.m. So I was like, I'm going to bed. But man, salute to you, brother. Man, I hope that live was good. Man, why did I have to go all the way there? Hey, listen, hey, Don Omar, man. Let me tell you. So we originally started the stream, but I had it on unlisted. So that was so I struggle stream right there, bro. That's my bad. That's my bad, man. But I'm glad you're here. Salute, brother. Salute, man. The background of a person is important. Absolutely, the background of a person is important.
Mhm.
We, we are so in the microwave age that we are just so quick to just jump into a
Jump into
relationship.
relationship. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she looks good, or like, oh, he has the like he has like 5 houses, or whatever the case is, he's good. No, that just means he has money. That don't mean he's good. You know, can
It's
he?
so
Yes,
true.
he can provide, but can he protect? Can he lead? You have to be able to, yes, money is very important for men, but you have to be able to have the fortitude to lead. You have to be able to have the fortitude to make these decisions.
Mhm.
If you don't have the fortitude to make those decisions, I don't care if you're a billionaire. You see these
Facts.
rappers. You see these rappers and some of these athletes. And even some of these rock stars. So I'm not even gonna get on the brothers, because there's some rock and roll guys. Having a bunch of kids and all that, but they all messed up. You're not leading right.
Oh, so many of them always in the news every day doing something just dumb. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, man, absolutely. You've been working hard, no problem. Thanks to all you do. And Kyla is so insightful to talk to. I'm learning. Yeah, no, she's
Mhm.
very insightful to talk to. Yeah, man, we have a back and forth offline, and yeah, it's all good. But we push each other, and I like that, but we push each other respectfully. So it's not
Yeah,
like
oh
we like
yeah.
yelling and cursing each other out. Like it's
No.
it's healthy dialogue. It's healthy dialogue.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Always.
Yes,
Always.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So like, what would you say is what would you say is the most important thing for men and women now in relationships and or marriage? How do you feel in your mind that it can last? Maybe name like your top three things. And I know I just kind of put you on the spot, so you can take your time.
No.
Oh, okay, you
Um,
ready?
the top three things of how a relationship can last with the three
Yes,
most
between a
important
man and a
things.
woman. Yes.
Um, okay. Respect, communication. So respect, communication. Oh my goodness. Only three. Because trust has to be in there too.
Hmm.
Trust, respect. I guess those three things.
Right.
Yeah. Trust, respect, and communication.
Okay. Now, what about from the woman's standpoint? What would you say would be the things for her?
What was I just saying? Was I just what did I just say for
Oh,
the
wait, no. I was asking as a whole. I was okay. So
Oh,
you
that
were
was for a whole oh.
Oh, no. That's on me. That's on me. Okay, so I
Because I was like,
respond
huh?
from the male's point of view. Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's my bad. That's my bad. I admit it. All right. So from the male's point of view, I would say provision, provision, um trust and provision, trust and adaptability.
Mm.
Because with provision you have to be able to lead if you break down provision, pro, that means ahead, vision, seeing. You have to be
Mhm.
able to lead. um you know um Adaptability, if there's something that happens in the household, to where maybe you have to switch gears, you have to be able to adapt to that, and you have to be able to adapt rather quickly. The thing is with men is that we don't have we don't have time. We have to move fast, especially if we are, especially, you want to be the leader of that household. Something happens, you got to make a decision quick.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Expound, Felicia, on yes, it is. Oh, yo, this ish is live. Sorry about that. I missed that. Omar, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Yeah, man. Hey, Don Omar, man, I gotta get you on here, man. I gotta get you on here soon. Gotta get you on here soon. Okay. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna close this up, but one of the last things that I wanted to ask you is that you know the topic of the discussion is the power of femininity. So do you think that um, we as a society can get back to the traditional way of things, and if so, how? And then if not, then what's plan B or C? What's our next option?
the world just changes every single day.
It
It's
does.
it's gone from bad to worse, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, to find a good woman or to find a good man, if you do, or if you already have a good man or a good woman, don't don't what's the word I want to say? Don't If you have a good woman or a good man,
Hmm.
don't I diablo.
No worries. Take your time.
Basically be grateful, because there's
Mm.
so many people. That's not the word that I was looking for. It's like
No,
be
no worries.
appreciative, be grateful. Um because there's so many people out there that are looking for someone like that, and you see some people that they have a man that's treating them good, like
Hmm.
not just the materialistic things like buying the woman whatever they want, but treating them good, like not complaining about nothing, letting the woman do whatever they want to do. They want to go
Right.
here, they want to do this, like letting them do whatever.
Hmm.
And there's some women out there that dang, what is the word, that take it for granted.
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for. They take their man for granted because they think he's always going to be here. I could do this and I could do that, and he's never going to leave. And the same with the men. There's some men that get to go out there and do whatever they wanted to go do, and though some women are not sitting here doing all this. They're like, okay, whatever, yo, he's going to do it anyway. Like I'm just going to let him go. It's like,
Hmm.
don't take your man or your woman for granted.
Hmm.
Um, and take your time. For those of you who want to be in relationships and want to be in serious relationships and build a family, whatever you want to do, like take your time. Don't just jump into these relationships, because then you're just it's just going to be a headache. Find that person that you really want to be with and make sure she's a ride or die for you. She'll do anything for you. And the same with you women. Make sure that he'll do anything for you, like anything for you.
Hmm.
Um, there shouldn't be no secrets. If there are secrets, or if there's, you should just feel free. You should feel free, like I said. And I know some women be like, "What? You let your man go take a weekend with the boys?" Yeah, why not? Why not? I trust my man to go take a weekend for the boys. And when he
Oh,
comes home, I ain't gonna be sitting here like with my legs crossed. I'm like, so what did you do? And what happened? Like, I don't even, I trust I don't need to ask him those questions. Poppy, did you have fun? Yes, mom. Okay, that's all. Okay, as long as you had a good time, and keep it at that. I don't need to know what his boys were doing or anything like that. I just think that's just like more problems, just more, I don't know.
okay.
But it's just be free, be happy. We ain't got time for these headaches. We don't got time for
Right.
nagging. Just like I said, just ride or be that ride or die for your man, and the same with the man. Like
Right.
that's it. That's all it is. Is it
Right.
easy? No, no relationship is easy. Is there gonna be problems? Yeah, of course. I've not
Right.
never heard of anybody say, "Oh, we don't have problems. We don't." Of course there is.
Right.
But you could get through it. You could get through it. You get through those ups and downs. Like I said, my parents just had their anniversary. They've been married for over 40 something years. And trust me, I've seen some things happen in my
Oh, I mean, yeah, of
household.
course, of course.
I've seen things happen between my parents, but they kept it together and they kept that relationship strong and they forgave each other and then kept it going.
Right.
So I just learned from that. I learned from that. Like, damn, if my parents could keep it together that long, why can't I keep it together that long or be in a relationship for that long?
Right.
We can do it, but the most important thing is check those backgrounds, fellas and women, check them backgrounds, because you never know what you'll find. My mom always taught me that since I was in high school. She said, when you get into a serious relationship and you're ready to have that ring on your finger, you make sure you check his background, because you just never know. And that's just experience that's happened in my family. Like, damn, I didn't know you did this and that happened to you in your childhood. Like, oh my God, you never know what comes out.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. Checking that background is so important.
So
So
important.
important. So important.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me get to some of these chats here. I see Big Boss is in here. Ah, yes. Oh man, what's going on, man? Yes, man. Peace, 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 peace. Big Boss. More women need to think like Yo Soy Kyla.
Muchas gracias.
Man, man,
Gracias.
listen.
I didn't know if
Man.
I was saying the right thing for you guys tonight, but I'm just keeping it real.
Nah, nah, no, I know.
I don't. I'm just speaking from just me, for me.
Peace, peace,
So
king and queen. Okay. Charles Jones, what's going on, brother, man? Good evening, bro. Good evening. Uh-oh, Big Boss. Get sex out of the way first, then see how it goes. You know what?
yes, and you got to
I
make
agree
sure
with that.
you got
I
to.
do agree with that. I agree with that.
Hold
Yes.
on, explain that for me. Get sex out of the way first and see
Me,
how it goes.
me, you want
Explain
me to
that to
explain?
me.
You want me a
Any
Big
yes,
Boss?
just someone
Oh, okay.
big boss
So,
or you. So what does he mean? Get sex
so,
out because I
so,
sex
so
sex. Mm.
so I think what Big Boss is saying is like, you know, see if the chemistry physically is there, and then if it's there, then you could kind of continue and build on, you know, and then get into something serious. Because if you try to, like, you know, withhold the physical, and then, you know, you have the emotional and everything like that, right? You build up and then you finally get to the physical and it's not good. It's like, oh man, I just wasted a lot of time. I think that's what Big Boss is getting at.
If you put the physical last, is that what you said? Like
Yes,
like get it in first to make sure that's good and then move
yes,
on? Heck
yes.
yeah, because it definitely has the oh
Okay,
yes.
there we go.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, I agree.
absolutely,
Okay, big boss. Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely has to be
absolutely,
good in that bedroom. Like you,
absolutely.
if
Check
I ain't,
that background.
if I
That.
ain't, yeah, if I
There
ain't
we go.
screaming, then it ain't gonna last.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. You good. You good. You good. It's all
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Nah, you didn't. No, you didn't mess up the algorithm. You good.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Nah, you good. Oh, okay. Uh, all right, they're just talking amongst each other now. No, that's no, that's you know, that's very true, man. Shout out to Big Boss, real talk. I mean, because the thing
Yeah,
about it is that like you have like this build up, right? You have this build up, and it's like, oh, you know, I've been rocking out for X, Y, and Z, and then like everything is great. You finally get in the bedroom, and it's like, womp womp. Like, nah, man, nah, man,
no, no, no,
nah,
no,
man,
no,
yeah,
no.
like.
Got to be
So
that
that's why.
choking, that pulling hair, that it. Sorry,
Listen.
we're not even. That would be a whole other live.
Hey,
But
Ray, man. I'm telling.
I gotta teach you guys some tips and tricks for the
Uh
fellas
oh.
now.
Uh
I
oh.
sure do. That'll be another live.
Yes, that will be another live. That
Hmm.
will be another live.
My favorite subject.
Uh oh. Let's get spicy. That's good.
Very
Yeah,
spicy.
that's gonna be it right there. Let's get
Caliente.
spicy. Yeah, let's get
That's gonna be the
spicy with
next one. Let's
Kyla.
get spicy with your soy Kyla. Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, no, no. You're right about that, man. She's on point. She's on point, man. Big Boss is correct.
You guys
You
got me
dig?
talking about
I
that
had to do it in
subject.
your voice. I had to do it in your voice, Zoom. You dig? uh, Big Boss gets the party lit. I
Yes.
guess. Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. What that say? Oh, man, I got bad vision. I think that's like,
Jalapeno. It's a jalapeno. Spicy. I think it
oh,
means
oh,
spicy.
spicy. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
definitely.
No, I absolutely, man, absolutely. I think this conversation is great to understand from a woman's perspective, and as I was saying, you know, as I was saying earlier, actually I did that on the first live. So let me, you know, kind of backtrack myself here. So now my content is typically like, you know, men centric, but when I looked at the analytics, it's actually 50-50. So 50% of men watch it, 50% of women watch it. Now it's mostly men in the comments, but when I looked at it like maybe about an hour before you and I got on, I was like, really? So it was half and half. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised, but I thought like it was going to be like an overwhelming number of men and then, some women, but it's 50-50. So there, there are some ladies that's watching. They're probably just not commenting, but I just hope that you ladies are soaking up some game from Kyla, man, because she's spitting, man. She's spitting tonight. Uh, Listening while looking up floor plans for my future house outside of the U.S. About to put up my CPAP mask so I can get my superpowers. All right, brother. All right, man. All right, for sure, man, for sure. All right, so Kyla, let's get you out of here. What are your final thoughts, and let people know where they can find you.
Okay. Well, my final thoughts, first of all, at Kings and Dreams, thank you so much for inviting me on the panel with you tonight to talk about this subject. I think it's a very important subject for men and women. And my last words are just like, yeah, fellas, for those of you who are looking for more feminine women, they're out there. Again, just take your time. Definitely just take your time when looking. Again, don't rush into things so fast. But there's still some of us out there that do play that feminine role in the household, being home, taking care of home, and letting the man do their manly duties the way it should be. So definitely just take your time. Those of you who want to be in relationships, and there's someone out there for everybody, whether you want to be single and just want to mingle, whether you want to be in a serious relationship, there's always someone out there for us, even when you think there's not. It's so not true. So yeah. Yeah, I just appreciate all of you in the chat. Thank you for coming here to listen to this good conversation. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and also if you would like, you can follow me on my YouTube channel also, which is at Yo Soy Kyla. And yes, thank you all so much for joining in tonight. And lots of prayers and besitos y abrazos por todo. Gracias.
Nice, nice, nice. No, it was definitely great having you on here, and so what I took from the conversation is that like we need to get back to the traditional way of doing things, and the thing about it is that what I've realized is, and what a lot of people have realized, especially men, why a lot of men are getting their passports is because like the modern way or the westernized way of doing things isn't working. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say like there's not that there's not blame on both sides. What I will say is that the traditional way of doing things, that's where it needs to get back to. How do we find our way back? I hope we find our way back. It's probably too far gone. And I hear what you say when you say, like, there are some ladies out here, but I will say, for someone who lives in the United States, it is slim pickings. Ooh, it is slim
Okay.
pickings. But
Okay.
but the most important thing that I want people to get from this conversation tonight is that, like, let's continue to have this dialogue. Let's continue to have these conversations with the ladies. Let's continue to learn and understand each other. Men and women are different. We do have different needs. We do have different wants. Most men do want to be the protectors. Most men do want to be the providers. There are some garbage men and there are some garbage ladies, but the men and the women that are really on the up and up, that's really taking care of themselves, and the women that are competing for the men and the men that are competing for the women, let's continue on that path. Let's focus on that.
Mhm.
And
And
man, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to I just for the men, I don't shun or I don't look at the men and the ones that do want to come to these Latin countries. Like I said, I'm Cuban myself. I hear a lot of men say that, oh, I want a Latina or I want a Hispanic, like whatever. It's
Mhm.
whatever you choose to do. But I would never, and I know I've said that, I've said it on my channel, I've said it on other YouTubes. Like that's just the way that we were raised.
Mm-hmm.
as Latinas, we were raised to take care of home. But I would never like put out there, well, the African American women, they don't do that, or the white women, they don't do that, or the Asian, because that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, but I see, from hearing men on panels and saying that they prefer to go out of the matrix and to these countries because that's what the women do. That's what they take pride in. They're happy. They don't do it every day just to be like, oh my gosh, I got to get up and cook for him again. Like, I never hear anybody complain. My mother never complained. No one in my
Right.
family don't. People here in the Dominican Republic, the women, I never hear them complain. Like, I got to get up and do his laundry. I got to take care of the kids. Like, oh my gosh, that's just natural to us. That's the natural thing to do.
Right.
And so I could see it. I understand. Like you
Right.
said, that's what a men want for their women to be
Right.
able to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just
No.
saying there's just nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like if you were a man, if you're a man that's taking care of his, his business, and you're taking care of the household and you're holding it down, like there really shouldn't be any, there really shouldn't be any um, you know, any of this like kind of like this friction. There shouldn't be any of that. It should like we want to come home and, to peace. Like me personally, like I work like 80, 85 hours a week. This is not
Hmm.
even you before YouTube before YouTube. Like I'm lucky if I get 3 hours of sleep a day. Like you think I want to come home and have to deal with the woman chirp? No, none of that.
No,
None of
no.
that. Like if I'm bringing home the bacon, turkey bacon, because I don't eat pork, but if I'm bringing home the turkey bacon, I want that turkey bacon, cooked nice. You know what I
Yes.
mean? All jokes aside, but on a serious note, the thing about it is that peace, tranquility, tranquilo, that's it. And I really want to thank you for coming out and really saying what you have to say. And I know that you are just your true authentic self, because I've talked to you
Absolutely.
offline quite a few times, and this is just how you are, and I appreciate it. I
Mhm.
will give us some last minute shout outs. Zoom to Thailand, my guy Big Bass, my guy Keith Jenkins, Zay, I see you. Where's Chuck? um my man Ray, 90s versus 2000 type of vibe. Uh where's the young bull? Young bull Zeta Smooth, Learn to Travel TV. Let's see. Don Omar, Italia, I see you. Um HD, I see you. There's some new people in here. Thank you for all my new subscribers, man. Keep subscribing, keep subscribing. Love and freedom, man. Yeah, man. Thank you for your service. Wife for 26 years, man. Keep it going, brother. Keep it going, man. LJ, I see you. Um, yeah, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Last but not least, my moderator, Felicia Jordan. Definitely appreciate you holding it down. Norman, you just popped in, man. Man, you guys don't want me to get off here. Nah, man. Listen, I got a 6:30 a.m. meeting, man. Nah, this ain't gonna work. I did it when I had Zoom and TMD and Dre on here. Man, listen, man. I need sleep. Hey Norman, man, but listen, I got something cooking for next week, and you know, you guys just stay tuned. But there will be more of this content, and we are man, we got something cooking. We got
Yes.
something cooking. We got something cooking. We got something cooking. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what what we're gonna put together, but I know it's gonna be very good. And thank you all for coming out, man, and stay purposely purposeful. And I'm out.